The garage is old, worn down, its faded signs swinging slightly in the warm breeze. Dusty rays of sun filter through cracked windows, highlighting oil stains on the concrete floor. Inside, the old mechanic wipes sweat from his brow with a rag. Squinting at the engine of an ancient pickup truck, the sound of screeching tires interrupts the quiet hum of work. Everyone turns to see a sleek, blood-red Ferrari rolling to a stop outside. The engine purrs, then cuts off. The driver's door opens with a practiced, exaggerated slowness as the billionaire steps out. Dressed in a custom-tailored navy suit, designer shoes gleaming even in the dirt. He pushes expensive sunglasses up onto his slicked-back hair, surveying the garage with clear disgust. He lifts an eyebrow at the old mechanic, who straightens up slowly, joints stiff, and offers a tired but genuine smile. The billionaire's lips curl in a smirk as he looks the mechanic up and down. Asterisk, seriously, this is the place everyone said could fix anything. Looks like it's falling apart more than my car. He laughs loudly, the sound cold and mocking. The mechanic clears his throat, trying to keep his dignity, and steps forward. Sir, I may not have the fanciest shop, but I know my way around engines. Let me take a look. You look like you know engine's grease all over you, reeking of old oil. This Ferrari is worth more than your entire business. Asterisk, a couple of regular customers and an apprentice watch in uncomfortable silence. The billionaire walks around the Ferrari, tapping it with exaggerated care before glancing at the mechanic again. You sure you even know what a V12 is? Or do you just slap duct tape on everything? His voice drips with mockery. The mechanic's fingers tighten around the rag in his hand, but he says nothing insulting back. He simply nods politely. If you'll let me try, sir, I'm sure I can help. Asterisk, the billionaire laughs again, sharper this time. Help! Look at you! You should be helping me wash it, not fix it. He turns to the small crowd gathering, playing to them like an audience. Hey, everyone get a good look at the world's oldest so-called expert. Bet he doesn't even know what year this model is. Asterisk, silence fills the room, except for the distant ticking of cooling metal. The mechanic lowers his head slightly, swallowing his pride. She sees the shame in her father's eyes. Her gaze hardens, jaw setting. Asterisk, the billionaire sighs dramatically. Fine, let's see your miracle. Though frankly, I don't expect much from a dump like this. He tosses the keys carelessly at the old mechanic, who barely catches them. The customers exchange uneasy looks as the air thickens with tension, the insult hanging heavy over the cracked concrete floor. Asterisk, the old mechanic stands frozen, the billionaire's mocking laughter still echoing in his ears. His weathered fingers close around the Ferrari's keys, but he doesn't move right away. His shoulders slump, eyes fixed on the ground. The small crowd watches, a few exchanging pitying glances, but no one says a word. A soft metallic clink breaks the silence as a wrench drops onto the workbench in the back. Slowly, a 14-year-old girl steps forward from the shadows. She's wearing slightly oversized coveralls smudged with oil, her hair tied back in a messy ponytail. Asterisk, she wipes her hands on a rag, eyes narrowing at the billionaire with quiet defiance. Her father looks up, surprised. Without asking permission, she gently takes the keys from his shaking hand. The billionaire raises an eyebrow, lips twitching in amusement. Oh, what's this? Family discount. Letting the kid play mechanic now, circling it slowly, eyes scanning for issues. He opens his mouth to stop her, but closes it again, realizing she won't back down. She wipes sweat from her brow, smears of oil on her cheek, and calls back calmly, Dad, can you hand me the 10 millimeters? Asterisk, he blinks, then fumbles for the wrench, passing it to her silently. The billionaire crosses his arms, laughing louder now. This is adorable. Should I call child services? She ignores him completely, popping the Ferrari's hood with a quick motion. The small crowd leans in, murmuring. Her eyes gleam with focus as she surveys the engine. The old mechanic takes a deep breath, watching his daughter work. Something shifts in the room. The billionaire's smirk falters just a little as he realizes she's not playing. She knows exactly what she's doing. Asterisk, the garage falls, quiet, except for the faint creak of the hood rising. She braces it with practiced ease, eyes scanning the intricate maze of hoses, belts, and wires. Sunlight glints off polished metal as she leans in, fingers moving quickly. She taps a sensor, checks a loose connector, and tightens a clamp with smooth, confident motions. A hush spreads among the onlookers. Asterisk, the billionaire huffs impatiently. Are you seriously letting your little girl mess with a Ferrari? She's going to break it. His voice cracks with forced amusement, but the mechanic says nothing, watching his daughter with anxious pride. She doesn't look up once, jaw tight with concentration. She unclips the diagnostic cable from the wall, slots it into the port, and studies the blinking readout on a grimy old tablet. Asterisk, she knows how to use that, whispers one of the customers. Another nods slowly. Looks like it. The billionaire shifts his weight, arms crossed tighter, eyes narrowing. Asterisk, she barks softly, Dad, can you hold the light? He jumps a bit, then obeys, shining the beam, exactly where she points. She traces a bundle of wires, frowning. It's your throttle sensor, loose connection, and your ECU's glitched from the error code. Easy fix. Asterisk, the billionaire scoffs. Easy fix. On this car, with him this time, she unplugs the connector, cleans the contacts with a swipe of solvent, then reconnects it firmly. She holds the tablet up, clears the fault code. The billionaire snorts but climbs in, slamming the door. He turns the key, half expecting a failure. But the engine roars to life, silky smooth, the signature Ferrari growl, perfect and powerful. Gasps ripple through the garage. She doesn't smile. She just crosses her arms and stares at him coolly, daring him to say something now. Asterisk, the Ferrari's engine comes alive with a deep, throaty roar that vibrates through the concrete floor. The sound is flawless, not a stutter or misfire. Billionaire freezes in the driver's seat, his fingers gripping the wheel. He blinks, disbelief written all over his face as he listens to the perfect idol. The crowd erupts in surprised murmurs. Asterisk, the old mechanic can't help the small, proud smile that breaks across his face. He lowers the flashlight, exhaling shakily. His daughter just stands there, arms folded, breathing hard, a smudge of grease on her cheek, watching the billionaire like she's challenging him to find something wrong now. Asterisk, inside the car, the billionaire tests the throttle. The engine responds instantly, purring like a big cat. He checks the dashboard, no warning lights, no errors. He taps the console like he doesn't trust his own eyes. Then, slowly, very slowly, he looks out the window at the girl. Asterisk, he pushes the door open and steps out. The smirk gone from his face, replaced by a stony silence. The whole garage seems to hold its breath. He clears his throat awkwardly, glancing at the other customers who are watching closely. He runs a hand over his hair, suddenly aware of how ridiculous his fancy suit feels in the moment. Asterisk, she meets his eyes. Unblinking, oil-stained, fierce, young, smart. He looks away first. So that's it? It's really fixed. His voice has lost its arrogance. Asterisk, she shrugs once, cool and dismissive. Yeah, your sensor connection was bad. ECU had to be reset. Shouldn't give you trouble now. Mouth closes it, then looks at the mechanic, the old man whose hands were trembling earlier. Shame flickers across his face. He knows everyone saw how he mocked them. Asterisk, the old mechanic, wipes his hands on a rag, but he doesn't gloat. He just nods politely. His daughter stays silent, watching the billionaire like she's waiting to see what he'll do next. The engine ticks softly as it cools, filling the quiet with the sound of victory. Asterisk, the billionaire stands awkwardly, the roaring Ferrari behind him slowly settling into a deep, satisfied idle. The engine noise fades to a steady purr, a final testament to the girl's skill. Around them, the garage is utterly silent, the crowd of onlookers watching every move, every twitch of expression on his face. He adjusts his expensive jacket, suddenly aware of the sweat on the back of his neck. Asterisk, he clears his throat, but his words catch. He looks at the old mechanic, really looks at him this time. The man's face is lined, tired, but steady. Him, the girl stands firm, oil-stained, breathing hard, chin high with quiet defiance. Asterisk, the billionaire's gaze drops to the ground. His voice is low, the arrogance finally stripped away. I misjudged you, both of you, he forces himself to meet the mechanic's eyes. I shouldn't have spoken that way? Asterisk, the old mechanic blinks, surprised. For a moment he says nothing, then slowly nods. We've heard worse, but thank you for saying it. He extends his hand. The billionaire hesitates, then reaches out and clasps it firmly.